Okay. So today we are going to be driving straight down all the way from the second toll gate. This is a famous second toll gate down to Lekki Phase 1. And while I talk about, all of this location, I'd like to share with you another great deal that we have on board. You wouldn't want to miss this because this is another fast selling property within the Aja houses. And if you know where Aja is good and fine, if you don't know, we have a video where Aja really is, and I'm sure you will so appreciate this particular property. I had to buy into this property also because the price is set to increase from this particular date. But if you are going to be buying before 30th of October 2021, you are going to be buying at 60 million instead of the new price, which is 20 million. And guess what? Buying at this price, it means that you have saved 4 million for yourself. And once is November 1st, it means your property have appreciated with 4 million naira. That is another great deal, trust me. All right, over here is Chevron. So if you don't know where Chevron office is, this is it. So basically, this particular land, there are reasons why I bought into this, because from Aja to this particular location is less than 5 minutes drive, okay, and that is a good deal. So if you want to buy a land in any of that you're looking at, it's worth almost 50 million or more, okay, for a plot. And now have a land within Aja going for 60 million, about to hit 20 million. That is a rush to buy. Trust me, it is a rush to buy. You should not delay so you don't miss this great deal. Yep. And regarding the properties we are going for right here on the Lekki Phase 1 as is an Ikate. Please pay attention to every details you are going to be getting right in this video and subsequent video today, okay? So over here is another famous location, and this is Agungi, very famous, okay? And this is the early morning traffic sometimes that we face, but it's always moving. So we are going to be approaching another location that I will be sharing with you in a bit. All right, so at the moment we are in another famous location. This is Usapa, London, very popular area, okay? We've got a lot of beautiful duplexes, okay? And I'm sure as a home buyer or a land buyer, you really want to know what's happening around here. So you're going to be getting a lot of more updates in a bit. So over here is Jack on the First Gate bus stop. This is another next bus stop on our way to Ikate houses, and I'm sure you are really loving this video. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please do that right now. There is a subscribe button below and there is a bell button by the side. Please hit it so that anytime we drop any video, you're the first to get notified. Right here on this channel. Okay, let's wait to see the next bus stop. So over here is Ilason, and we want to pass into this particular area down to Ikate houses, where we have one of our favorite home. We have this home specifically for you. So over here is where we have this Spa shopping mall straight down, and we're just going to be turning right here, and this is another part of Lekki you might not know. Now, one of the things that you need to know about Lekki is this: a lot of people have made money off this houses. A lot. What is the secret of them making so much money off these Lekki houses? Anyway, let's talk about this in this particular video. First, you might be wondering what kind of investment you can have within these houses. You are also wondering, where can you start from? Now, for those who are concerned on where they can start from, so many people made money off short-let businesses in Lekki and rental businesses in Lekki. Lekki is a major houses, for both residential and commercial. businesses. Now, for those who are looking at to own their home to live in, you want something that has great proximity to a lot of developments. This is the main deal. This is the main deal. And you want something that also have great proximity to the beach. Okay, we've got several beach around these houses. And one very popular one, which is Landmark. We also have Lekki, very very close to Ikoyi. If you know where Ikoyi is, good and fine. If you don't know, then you might have watched some of our videos where we made about Ikoyi. And for those who don't know, where Lekki is also close to, Lekki is also close to the Victoria Island, Lagos. And from Lekki houses, especially when you are passing through the Admiralty Way to the LCC toll gate, you have a very very close mark to the mainland, or probably to the international airport or the local airport. So these are some of the things you need to know about Lekki, and appreciate it a lot. Now, this is another very big church within Lekki. This is House on the Rock, okay, and this is a very popular church around these houses. All right, so let's talk about a lot more within the Lekki houses. Now, Lekki is another great location. Now, I remember what Lekki used to be like a few years ago, and people didn't want to buy properties in Lekki. Some people would tell you, oh, Lekki is water. A lot of people have gotten discouraged. Oh, I don't want to buy properties in Lekki. But guess what? Properties in Lekki those days was about 2 million naira per plot, but today each plot runs for almost 250 million naira upward. And this is just the biggest truth. Now, for those who are making money off Lekki houses, you need to know about them. When it comes to the short-let businesses, there is a video I made about analysis on this particular short-let businesses, and it's important you understand how it works and how you can make money off it. Now, in 3 years, you can make money that you used to buy a property off that property, because you are having a good short-let business in these houses. Okay, and if you also want to know how, please ask so that you can get to watch that video, and you are free to ask a lot of questions about that video. And where we are driving to at the moment, there are so many things I want to really be sharing with you, and I also want you to understand that short-let businesses in Lagos is a great deal. It's something that anybody don't want to miss. Now, if you are planning to go into short-let businesses, these are some of the things you need to know. Let me give you some factors you should work with. There are several factors you need to work with, okay, that could help you gain the right short-let businesses. Now, the first thing you want to do is to get a good neighborhood. You want to have your property within good neighborhood, and Lekki is one of the kind. Lekki is one you should not miss. Yeah. And once you decide to go for Lekki, I'll share with you the next thing to do, and these are the factors that you need. So the second factor that you need to consider is, what kind of house do you need within these houses? Is it duplex? Is it an apartment? Is it a maisonette? Is it a penthouse? What kind of house do you need? Is it a bungalow? So these are some of the things you need to check, and you need to also look through and also decide on what you really want to do with it. All right, so within this houses, this is where we have short-lets, apartments, penthouses, maisonettes, so many others, and we are going to just drive straight down to where we have. So we've mentioned 2 factors. So the third factor is, you want to check how much you want to be making in these houses. The location is where we've got some lovely, beautiful buildings. There are also new ones cropping up in these houses. And for those who are thinking of going into this short-let business, and I really want to get one of this, and you know what, this is just it. In a year you can make as much as can make as much as 22 million naira per year, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's why I'm really concerned for you to watch the analysis. So you want to check how much you want to be making before picking a particular short-let business. And once you are able to do that, that gives you an edge over every other properties around. So I'm much more concerned in you getting a great property, but I also want to give you some factors that you need to check. Now, the fourth factor. So basically, the third factor, the fourth factor is clear. Now let's look at the last one I really want to point out. And the last one is, you need to also check what precisely is the neighborhood like. When I mean neighborhood, it means you're trying to check what is closer to this location. Okay, and that would also make the property here to appreciate so well. That's the truth. So once you are planning to secure your space right here, you are looking out on understanding how you really want to make money off this property. Now let me give you another bonus. You are also trying to look out on, so basically, if you're looking at securing this either apartment or penthouse here, it means you are going to be gaining a lot every day. Your bank account is going to be swelling. So the last bonus I want to give you is you also want to check documentation of the property that you are planning to buy, which is very important. Okay, and while I also explain all of this with you, I just want to give you what we have here. Okay, and we've got a 2-bedroom apartment, okay, going for 55 million naira, and it is important you buy before November 1st because the price is set to increase to 60 million, and before it increases you can as well save 5 million to yourself. Yes, and that is very important. I always like when clients just see a good deal and say, and please, I don't want to miss this, and there is effort to that. And we also have 3-bedroom apartment with a penthouse going for another good price. Okay, so basically this I just mentioned is in Lekki houses, and it's a great deal. Now the 3-bedroom apartment with penthouse, that's 75 million, that's in Lekki houses. But right here at Ikate, we've got another lovely 2-bedroom Maisonettes. The Ikate one is just all through Maisonettes. So the 2-bedroom Maisonettes is going for 65 million naira. 3-bedroom Maisonettes with a BQ is going for 80 million naira. That's a great deal. And the 4-bedroom Maisonettes with a penthouse and a BQ is going for 130 million naira. And the good thing is you have to be ready to secure your space right here on time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to also ensure that you don't miss great buys like this. I love you. And if you have questions for our short-let businesses, make sure you are giving us a call. Let's fix you one of the best ones around. I love you now and always. Bye.